8. The Princess of Galatia. A few weeks later, Silas hosted a special ball, welcoming the Princess Demi into his palace's ivory halls. She'd arrive in about an hour into the party's festivities. Serena tugged on Silas, and she didn't have to say please. She took him to the dance floor, and though the pain was great, the joy of dancing with her best friend made her stand up straight. And though the sting of her curse pierced deeply into her soles, she smiled as broadly as she was able. Nothing could crush her soul. "I'm nervous," he said as they danced around. "She'll be here very soon." Then his eyes caught the gleam of Serena's smile from the vibrant light of the moon. He gulped and drew strength from her courage, and she curtsied at the end of the dance. The horns blew, signaling the princess's arrival. He looked and was entranced. Her dark eyes laid in seas of milk white. Her pale skin shined in the moonlight. Her raven black hair glistened darker than the night, and her bright red dress was more than a sight. She glided down the steps with her entourage, shining like a dazzling jewel, and she rivaled Silas's nervousness, their expressions a timid duel. All were quiet in the hall. Then music began to play. She curtsied, and Prince Silas bowed, and Serena left to pray. Off to the banks of the water she went, her feet screaming in her shoes. She collapsed down at the water's edge and begged God to see her through. If Silas married this princess divine, she'd turn into foam of the sea. But she was not jealous of the princess, no. She hoped the best for Princess Demi. Over and over in sync with the waves, Serena prayed this simple prayer. "Wherever you'd have me go to, God, please gently lead me there." Imagine if you had everything Tolkien ever wrote. Well, you can't have his, but you can have mine. The Ling Lyricanium is $10 a month, and you can find it at joshuadavidling.com/LL. That's joshuadavidling.com/LL.